Hello and welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Coach Cherry Minas from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Leapformation. This coaching conversation is for individuals who are looking for the purpose of their lives, for the meaning of their lives, because they do not want where they are now. They ask and they say, I believe this is not the only thing that I am meant to do. They attend a lot of seminars, a lot of learning events, they enroll to a lot of classes, but they won't implement, or they would start, but self sabotage along the way to their own success. And my mission is to help these people who are wondering, who are out there looking for that meaning, for that, reason for living, to be able to find that missing piece that they are looking for, which is within them all this time. And my mission is to help them find that so that they can unleash their superpower. So thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. Please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. You may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message, because someone out there is maybe waiting for that message of yours, um, for that hello from you, because at this point in time they are not just in their best self, not just in their best position in life. So it will help. So if you are watching this on a replay, please do comment #replay. I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI-Connect. If you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. So there, how are you all? In the past quarter, I have been sharing with you things about science, especially physics, the things that we see every day. So last week we shared about electrochemistry, the redox reaction, and how you can actually relate that redox reaction to your life. So last week we were able to talk about what to do, because we who here are like me, who are fan of listing to-do lists. These are the things that I want to do today, and you have there 10 points, 10 things that you want to do, but you never actually perfected checking all the boxes. So why is that? Because you don't have the other part of the equation, which is your not to do list. So again, as a review for our last week's topic, you have to have your to-do list, the things that you want to do. At least have three that you really want to do for the day, you want to finish for the day, and then have an equivalent of that, have a not to-do list. So these are the things that I will never do today, so that I'm able to achieve my to-do list, or even my top three list in my to-do list. So that's what we have tackled last week. And today we're going to be talking about looking at our life in a different angle, but it's also related to your life, to our life. So today our topic is identity. What is your identity? Who am I and who am I not? So have you heard of the phrase identity theft? And that is someone stole your identity. Someone have stolen your identity, and they are using your identity to be able to usually hoax other people. So, yeah, that's identity theft. But sometimes, have you ever reflected that you are the one doing identity theft? Like you are looking at other people and you are giving on to their demands, and you're living the lives of others. So, you are copying the identity of other people, you're using their ID, and you're living your life. So you will not be in calaboose, you will not be in jail because of that. But the thing is, it's more, um, it's more detrimental to your success, to your life as a whole. Imagine dying one day, but you never ever actually lived your true self, your life, your real life. So I have this example that because in high school I am a runner. I was in athletics, so I do track and field, and yeah, I do run. So I joined 100-meter dash, 200-meter dash, and for short distances you have to have your own lane. And sometimes we look at the other people. So if you're running 100-meter dash, split seconds, milliseconds is really important, especially if you are competing in the Olympics, right? So if you just, turn your head and look at the others, look at the lane of the others, you know that you will be, there's a big possibility that you will lose to someone. So why is it that we are looking at others and we want to be in their lane? And we leave our lane and our lane becomes empty. So have you ever actually look at your life like that? Have you ever actually asked yourself, who am I really and who am I not? Am I living my true self or I am showing something in the world so that I am accepted? Uh, that's your belief maybe. So that there's peace. So those are beliefs that we have we have carried from childhood because we want to belong and we want people to accept us. That started with our parents. So let's go on and actually define what identity is. So this definition of identity I got from Google, of course, and from Webster. But before that, I'm sorry. Let me introduce a little bit about myself. So I was scared away with my introduction, and because I'm big with this with identity. Because in the past, I did not have that identity. I'm easily swayed away and carried away. So isa ako sa mga kalad karin because I did not know who I am. I was I was saying yes to everything. So I don't really have my identity. So that was in the past. Through life coaching, I've learned. And so today, I'm going to be introducing a little bit about myself, some introduction with the tribe that I'm building, and then let's go jump into what identity is. So my name is Cherry Minas. I'm a certified life coach through co-actively co-create life coach certification by Master Coach A. And actually, if you go through our certification, co-actively co-create life coach certification program, you get 40 CPD points. So yes. And I'm also a graduate of chemical engineering. So I studied in St. Louis University. And my first job was a technical engineer. So I was supporting people in the sales, in sales, and I do training, and also I go to the plants and get oil samples. So we were selling, or the sales were selling um, oils and fuels, and I'm at the back supporting them. So training and understanding the technicalities of oil, of lubricants. Why is it that you'll have wear metals in there? So things like that. That was my job. That was my first job. And actually, talking about looking for the meaning of your life, for the purpose of your life, I was in that position during my first job. So it was fun. I was actually going around the country and visiting different places, and I really loved it. I really loved the trips. We go from Metro Manila, we drive to Apari, and we fly to Davao, and we have a lot of these activities, and they're good. But actually, during those times, I was like, I believe this is not what I am made for. I think I'm made for something better. And during that time, I really have a low self-esteem, and confidence was, it was my confidence was so down. So there. And after that, I saw that I can actually talk to people, and then that is where I shifted into sales. So I'm now working in sales for laboratory equipment for 8 years now. I'm also a travel bug. Yes, that's why I enjoyed my first job. I love to travel. I've been to 10 countries outside the Philippines already. And I have traveled to almost like, there are 82 provinces, 81 provinces in the Philippines. If there are 81 provinces, I've been to 72 of them already. So yes, I love to travel and I love meeting new people in those places that I go to. So who else here are travel bugs like me? So I'm also a Master Builder Apprentice of Master Coach is MBA program or the Master Builder Apprenticeship program. And as a Master Builder Apprentice, I help you make your unstoppable dream come true because yes, your dream can come true as long as you work on it. And yes, as a Master Builder Apprentice, meaning I build tribe. So I actually created this community, this tribe called the Delta FX community. So we meet on Facebook. It's on a Facebook group. It's a public Facebook group. You may join in if you want things about transformation and all this. And what I'm sharing, if you resonate with any of my sharings, then go in there and be part of the community. So there. So why Delta? So maybe you're saying that, oh, Delta, the new variant, not really new, but the variant of this COVID-19 virus. But actually, Delta is, yes, that's correct. It's a Greek letter, um, one of the Greek alphabet, and Delta in science is symbolized by triangle, and if you see it in chemistry equation, then that means that there's heat added or heat is released in the equation in the reaction. And also if you see it in like in the other equation, like that, if you say delta, uh let's say something that everyone can relate, delta t, delta capital letter T, that means there's a change in temperature. So if there's a change in temperature, there's a lot of change. There's change in reaction, and there's change in mood, maybe. So there, and that is why I named this community the Delta FX community, because when you come in, my idea in my dream is for you to get the things that you need for your transformation, because we want change, we want transformation in this community. So I am for all for transformation. If you have been, doing bad things in the past, if you were not really performing in the past and you really want to improve, you want to do something in your life because you are made for something better, like me, then come and join me. If you want that, come and join me. And in the community, we're going to help each other. I'm going to help you have that transformation that you want in your life. So mainly, that is what the Delta FX community, this tribe, is made for. So join me in that community, answer the questions, Facebook group membership question, and so that I can accept. Okay? So my idea is this one. So I mentioned superpower. I really believe that we all have superpowers. So I don't know what you call it, but I believe that we have our own talents. We have our own sets of stories, of talents, of characters, of problems that we have surpassed in the past, and that made us to become who we are today, a hero. And I believe that you are a big hero. I believe that you are a superhero, and as a superhero you have your own superpower. So if you remember this, the X-Men, um they are called weird. Have you been called weird? Ang weird mo, you don't belong here, because the society has their own standards, and they ostracize you and they don't accept you. They laugh at you, they mock at you, and you believe that with your weirdness, with everything that you have, you can change the world, you can do something about about some problems in the world. And if you believe that, join me in the Delta FX community, because that is my idea. So it's like the Xavier School. This is the Delta FX community school, something like that. So there, and as you are here, I don't want you to waste your time, because I know, and we all know, that time is gold, cliche as it may be, but it's true. So, ang pera pwede mo pa ulit kitain but not your money. So, 'pag nga na-late ako nagising sabi ko, "Oh my gosh, sayang yung oras, sayang yung tinulog ko ng sobra and I did not really achieve what I wanted to do." So there, that is why time, I believe that really time is gold and time is really, really important for each of us. So as you are here, I would like you to take what you can take a screenshot, or if something like popped up in your mind as you are listening to me and looking at these pictures, then you know, write it on your notebook in your journal and reflect upon it. There's a reason. Baka nagdadasal ka and then this is the answer to your prayers. Because sometimes we pray, but then we're not actually noticing what is being given to us by God. So yeah, that was my experience as well. So there. So share it in your social media account so that you may bless other people as well with the hashtag Pack My Bag moment. So ibig sabihin, you got what you came for, you're packing your bag and you're leaving. And then, of course, this program is coach under Coaching Think Talk. So put in their hashtag Coaching Think Talk and the name of the tribe, the Delta FX. Okay, so let's continue and let's define identity. Again, I got this from Merriam-Webster Dictionary. So, according to this definition, identity is the distinguishing character or personality of an individual. So, the word here is individuality, individual. The relation established by psychological identification, okay? So, the condition of being the same with something described or asserted. So, the key word here is that I'm getting is the same. Same. Parehas ka ba doon? So number three is sameness of essential or generic character in different instances. Again, sameness in all that constitutes the objective reality of a thing. And the last definition here is an equation that is satisfied for all values of the symbol. So yes, my identity matrix, mathematics. Okay, so let's look at another definition from dictionary.com. So identity, identity identities for plural is a noun, used as a noun. It means the state or fact of remaining the same one or once as under varying aspects or conditions. Again, we're looking at the word here, same. So there's a reason why we are looking at the definition. And I really love now looking at the definition in yung etymology, yung pinanggalingan ng word, because you can learn from that. So actually, identity is from a French word. So again, another definition here is the condition of being oneself or itself and not another. So look at this definition and see how it affects you, how you see it. So there. So a condition or character or as to who a person or what a thing is, the qualities, beliefs, etc. So yun yung isang definition ng identity, yung mga qualities mo, beliefs mo are part of your identity that distinguish or identify a person or a thing. So your being a teacher is part of your identity. Your being a Filipino is part of your identity. So the state or fact of being the same one as described. Again, ang paulit-ulit na lumalabas dito is the same or sameness. So let's read all this. So next is the sense of self providing sameness and continuity in personality over time and sometimes disturbed in mental illnesses as schizophrenia. So sa mental illness perspective naman. So next is exact likeness in nature or quality. So how are you seeing your identity? What is your true identity? So kanina nabanggit natin yung identity theft. As I've mentioned, sometimes we do that. We copy the identity of others and we put it to ourselves and we follow that because we believe that we will be accepted and we will not be ostracized as long as we follow what the society dictates. So, or what the society, syempre, it includes your friends, it includes your family, your parents. So, di ba, pag sinabi nilang mabait ka, tapangatatawanan mo yon because that is your identity, kahit hindi naman. So, again, yung mabait kasi is, are you nice? Ano ba talaga yung definition sa'yo ng mabait? So, di ba, minsan, kahit hindi ka pag introvert ka, nang hindi ka nagsasalita, kahit sa isip mo, Ay naku, nakakainis 'to. Gusto mo ng alam mo yung gusto mong sabunutan yung kausap mo, pero dine-describe ka na mabait or nice dahil hindi ka nagsasalita or yes ka lang ng yes. So, how are you defining mabait or nice? So there, those are the things that you need to consider. You may want to consider if you're going to look at your identity. What is your true identity? Is that you? Is that really you? So again, if we're looking at identity, we got our identity from when we were young. From when we were young, we want to be accepted by people. We want people to accept us. Yeah, because I have a child and I can relate to that. When when your parents gets angry when you like cry, so you feel that you don't need you will not, if you don't cry, then you will be accepted because your parents will get angry if you cry. So things like those. And how are you looking at that? So that if you want to look at your identity, you have to look at what you were feeling as a child. Did you really like that? Did you really love the beans, the carrots, and the vegetables? So things like that. And now let's look at what is true self and what is false self with regard to our identity. Okay. So first, let's look at our true self. Yung who am I? Who am I really? Who are you really? If you look at your face in the mirror, of course, you're just looking, most of the times we're just looking at our physical attributes, what is seen by the naked eye, like okay, my hair is fixed, I have pantay yung kilay ko and things like that, I have my lipstick on, I'm good to go. But if you're really going to reflect on your identity, is that really your identity? Or are you showing something? Are you showing an identity that isn't yours? So let's look at the attributes of your true self. First is your true self is actually certain and clear. So true self is certain and clear about yourself. Hindi siya yung if you are certain and clear about yourself, you will not be easily swayed. As I have mentioned kanina na before, isa akong kalad ka rin. Na because I'm not certain and I'm not clear of who I am really, kung sino ba talaga ako, I just follow people. I remember before that when I watch a movie, so 'di ba dati uso yung English, like naiintindihan ko kasi nung college is naka-cable sila, so siyempre may English kami. So ang easy kong mag-follow, so because I've seen that on movie and tomorrow nag-i-English na ako sa classroom. So and my college friends, my college classmates would say yes to that. Like I really do that. I copy things. So alam mo yun, para lang mabilong ako, I easily copy. So there. So doon naman di ako nabilong, pero I see it as good when I see it as good na makaka-boost sa confidence ko, and yun, alam mo yun, ma-fill yung mga gap, ma-fill yung mga pangangailangan ko, I do it. But that is not necessarily me. So again, true self characteristic is certain and clear. You have certainty and clarity about yourself. Next is your true self is stable. And actually, if yung hindi true self shifts constantly, if you are experiencing and showing your true self, you are not shifting constantly. So true self characteristic number 2 is stable. Number 3 is truth. True self is driven by a deep sense of truth. The everyday self is driven by the ego. So, alam mo yung umaano yung sa sarili mo yung ego. Di ba yung true self is ano ba talaga? Pero dahil nasaktan yung ego mo, hindi yun yung i-choose mo. Pero kung titingnan mo kasi yun yung ego mo, yung gusto mong mabilong, gusto mong makita nila na ikaw magaling. Pero ang true self mo, hindi ko nga gets eh. Di sabihin mo na hindi ko gets. So truth, what is your truth? Ang totoo is hindi ko talaga siya na-get, so explain mo sa akin. Pero ang ego natin, ay gusto, ay ito, sinaktan niya ako dati, gusto kong maging mas magaling ako sa kanya. So that's your ego. So yon, that is number 3. And number 4 is true self. Your true self is at peace. So, yung ibang self mo na pinapakita mo usually sa tao is easily agitated and disturbed. That's why when you hear something na, ay may sinabi sila about sa'yo, iba-iba yan eh. Pwede kang defensive na, ay wala akong pakialam ko sa kanila. Pero you can hear from your voice that that is not truth. That is not the truth. You are defensive. You're defending yourself. Pero hindi mo naman kailangan i-defend, di ba? Kung tutuusin mo, oo nga, wala nga akong pakialam sa kanila. Pero yung boses mo, ay wala akong pakialam sa kanila. Sino ba sila? Blah, 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 blah. Di ba? You're actually defending yourself. And pwede yung mapansin ng ibang tao, but you know yourself. And if you're really going to be honest, you know na na-hurt ka. So, there. But if you, pag nahanap mo yung true self mo, if you are in your true self, pinapakita mo yung true self mo, you have peace. Okay. Di ba? So, have you ever met a person like that? Na, okay. So, ganun talaga, hindi, ay, wala ko pakialam sa kanya, ganyan, So, yan. So, number 5 is your true self is love. Because I'm looking at this in the spiritual sense na we all come from the Lord. We are created in His likeness and image. And if God is love, we are love. So, sabi ko nga, we are channels of love. So, kung hindi ko i-express yung love ko at hindi ako magpapakatotoo, pinipigilan ko yung daloy ng love ni God sa akin. So, hindi ko talaga siya naibibigay. That's why, for me, it is really very important to find your true self, to live your true self. Because in that way, you are blessing other people. You become a better person. And you're living your purpose to become, to become the person who God wants you to be. And if you really, I know it's hard to accept that. And like, di ba? First nga is denial. If you're going to deny that we are experiencing these agitations in our life, then you know that you will not improve. But if you really want to transform, to be transformed, then you have to accept this. And it's really good when you have someone, a coach, or a community where you can express your true self. So, okay, nasaktan ako doon. Nasaktan ka, hindi ibig sabihin na kailangan mong magwala. Pero you're going to express, don't repress your emotion. You're going to express that, yeah, that was what I'm feeling. Yeah, it's understood because we all grow up nga because we all grow up from the thinking, from the belief that we need to please our parents and everyone else. And that is why we are not living our true self. So that is your true self, that is who you are. If you live your true self, there is certainty and clarity. Your true self is stable, you're stable, you're living your truth, there is peace, and there is love if you are living your true self. And let's look at who you are not, who I am not, your false self. So meron palang false self. I am not I. If I am not I, who am I? Okay, so tingnan natin. These are the characteristics of false self. Yung number 1 is unreal and artificial. So a lot of people are living this way, not living their true self, not living their real self, not expressing their real emotion, their real feelings, because they don't want to be ostracized. And a lot of these things are rooted from our childhood, how we grew up, how we actually perceive things. Kahit na hindi tinuro ng parents mo na dapat ganito yung gawin mo, pero how you perceive things because you want to survive. You want to survive. And so, halimbawa hindi ka pinapansin sa bahay mo, sa bahay niyo, and you need to be, taken care of. You need to be given attention kasi you are young. You need that. Kasi 'di ba yung animals nga 'di ba yung parents gina-guide yung anak. Pero bakit 'pag tao may gano'n? Sobrang busy yung parents mo sa pag-work, lagi silang wala sa bahay. So you were not guided and ikaw nagkaroon ka ng perception na, "Ay hindi ako tanggap." Na kahit hindi naman totoo. Pero yun gano'n nga kasi, gano'n ka i-treat ng parents mo. So naturally, you'll have that perception that, hindi pala ako belong. And gagawa ka ng ano para mag-survive ka. So dahil hindi ka belong, ano yung puwede mong gawin? So puwede kang papansin, puwede kang tahimik sa bahay niyo pero in school, you do everything. And, puwede kang maging achiever. So dalawang things yun, puwede kang maging achiever para 'pag nag-achieve ka, dahil yung parents mo nagpi-please sila kapag achiever ka, so yun, para makuha yung attention. Or 'pag nag-try ka ng maging achiever tapos wala naman and, hindi ka talaga academic, so magpapasaway ka na lang. So things like that. That's what we do and 'di ba kung ikaw yun, nare-realize mo ba na kawawa ka din? So, now that you're an adult, now that you're maturing, akala mo mature ka na pero ang dami mo palang kailangang balikan sa buhay mo. I encourage you to actually look at yourself, to actually look at those, your repressed emotion and things that you are hiding. Kasi it's not you, it's not your true self. Because now we're actually talking about what's your identity? Sino ka nga ba talaga? So, uh, let's define or let's look at some instances where we are living our false self instead of our true self. So I've here some few things that we do that means that we are living our false self instead of our true self. You say yes when you really mean no. So, pag people pleaser ka maraming gano'n, 'di ba? So, halimbawa tinanong ka, "Okey ka lang ba?" "Okey lang." So, ano ba talaga ibig sabihin ng okey? Okey lang, pero are you really okay? Kumain ka na ba? Dahil nahiya ka, ayaw mong maistorbo yung sila, prepare pa sila ng food mo, mag-yes ka na lang kahit na hindi. So, okey ba sa'yo 'to? Mag-yes ka kahit na hindi naman okey sa'yo. So yun. Next is, 'yan ito, I have experienced this, you get depressed when people are upset with you. So sometimes, like in the office, may nabalitaan siya na kunyari galing daw sa akin, pero hindi naman ko talaga sinabi yun tapos hindi ko yan tatantanan hanggang hindi kami maging okey. Pero takot akong lapitan siya, especially if yung taong yun is strong personality na alam mo yun, takot yung lahat ng tao sa kanya, hindi ko siya lalapitan. Pero hindi agitated ako during the day na, OMG ano yung iniisip niya ganyan, ganyan. So again, you are living your false self if you are that. Next, if you need to be approved by others to feel good about yourself. So, ano yung mga example nito? So yun, kailangan, alam mo may gano'n, eh. Pero when I went into life coaching, I can understand people like that na hindi, "Ay papansin." 'Di ba kasi ang usual natin is, napakapapansin naman niya," gano'n. Pero actually those people were hurt, you know, in the past and because of that they need to survive and they have adapted that, ugali, that character or trait so that they can survive. For all these years, yun yung alam nilang survival. And with life coaching, alam mo na mali yun, puwede naman siyang maayos as long as you're honest with yourself na, "Ay may problema dito." So 'yan, ayusin natin. So what else? How do you show that, you're living your full self? Yun, you act nice in the outside but inside sabi mo, "Shh, bad trip 'to. I can't stand you." Inside, pero alam mo yun ngiti-ngiti. I mean, kahit ngiting aso. So, you're living your false self. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na 'pag tinanong ka gano'n tapos iirapan mo or, "Ay, ayoko sa'yo." Hindi naman ibig sabihin na gano'n, pero i-express mo na how do you express it better? Yun din kasing isa, 'di ba? Hindi tayo naturuan how to express yung mga no. Kasi nga gusto natin na ma-please yung ibang tao. But if you're really firm na no, 'di ba accepted? Okay. No daw. No. Okay. So, let's go on with our lives. But, yung nagkakaroon pa ng debate sa utak mo na, will I say yes or no? 'Pag nag-no, and things like that. Tapos wala pang nangyayari, madami na tayong inisip, 'di ba? Are you that person? So you're living your false self. So you often keep silent in order to keep the peace. So I have a lot of these. So for example, sa bahay, 'di ba kailangan or in a relationship, how are you in a relationship? So halimbawa nainis ka, tapos you want to explain yourself para maintindihan naman ng kausap mo na bakit ka nga nainis. Kasi kapag hindi yun pinag-usapan, mauulit-ulit yun, 'di ba? But other people will say, "Ay, wag na nga." You're acting in frustration and giving up, but it's not solving the problem. Again, you're living your false self. So, ganda 'di ba? Ang daming kailangang aralin sa buhay natin. So, yeah, I I know how you're feeling, and yes, it's the truth of life. And if you really want to live your true self and stay in your lane and be the best in your lane, then you have to go through this. So it's a process, mahirap, pero kailangan pagdaanan. Because again, you're a big hero, you are a superhero, you can do this, my friend. So next, um, you believe that if you commit a mistake, you are a failure. Again, ano ba talaga yung totoo? 'Di ba ang totoo is, yes, nagkakamali ka, but you can say sorry, you can ask God's deliverance, and you can move on. Hindi ibig sabihin na, alam mo yun, sarcastic ka or mayabang ka na hindi ka magso-sorry or hindi ka mag-apologize at ah, maging sarcastic ka na lang or masama ang ugali mo. Pero yun, hindi din naman ibig sabihin na if you make a mistake, you're a failure. Because if you're acting from, I'm a failure, mag-fail ka ng mag-fail. So, look at that. Next is, ayan, so, you criticize others to feel better. For you to feel better. Para, alam mo yun, para medyo mataas ka sa iba, kasi nga dun yung ego mo, hawak mo dun yung survival mo, aapakan mo yung iba. So, you criticize others. So, are you that person? So, those are the things that you do when you are living your full self. Again, kung titingnan mo lahat yung mga examples ko, gusto mo ng recognition from other people. You want to please other people. Kahit man sarcastic. Kasi di ba minsan sinasabi natin, pag please, please. Yung parang, oh, nice ka. Pero hindi. Kahit yung mga, ayoko sa'yo. Yung mga masasama nating ugali. Ganon din yun. We are living our false self. Because we are agitated. Kaya lang sabi kanina, sa true self, pag true self ka, you're at peace. Na kahit anong sabihin nila, alam mo sa sarili mo kung sino ka. Okay, I'm not affected. So, 'di ba ang nice kapag gano'n yung feeling mo? Pero a lot of times nga, we are in that position na we want and we believe that we must defend ourselves. But actually, if you are living your true self, if you are in your lane at hindi ka nangongopya sa iba, alam mo hindi ka nag-identity theft, you're not, you're not robbing others from their identity and you're living their identity, then what a beautiful life we would have, right? So, yun yung mga gusto kong makita mo. So next, ano yung mga false self? Again, if you are living your false self, you're unreal and artificial. So next is, you are compliant. Hindi po yan complain. Compliant. Alam mo yung comply ng comply. So are you a person who complies to everything? Kahit na hindi naman okay sa'yo. Alam mo yung, let's say over time, I had that lesson din na, I want to comply with the policies of the workplace, and then kailangan ako ng pamilya ko, pero alam mo yun, gusto kong mag-perform sa ano, kasi ayaw kong sabihin nila na hindi ako nagpe-perform, hindi ko ginagawa 'to. So, yung other part of my life, which is my family, na sacrifice siya, which is not supposed to be. Kasi I supposed to have time for this and have time for this. So what do you really stand for? So ito yung mga papasok sa'yo na, what do you really stand for? And we allow things, we allow people, we allow the society to rob us from living our true self. So yeah, number 3, we are, again, we're looking for our purpose, but if we are living our false self, we are purposeless. Because again, we are in the lane of the others. We are running in the lane of the others. Again, short distance, dapat nandun ka lang sa lane mo. Okay, empty. You feel empty. Alam mo yun, ito yung mga gagawin mo ang lahat para sa iba, pero alam mo yun, lahat ng sakripisyo, lahat ng pagkamartir ginawa mo sa iba because you want them to accept you. Yung iba, ano yun eh, it looks like you're helping them, hero complex. You're helping them, but actually, you're losing yourself. Isa kang redemptor. Yun. So, yun, you will feel empty if you are living your false self. Next, and last for this list, there are other things that manifest false self, but this is what I have. 5 is disassociated. You are disassociated with your true self, and yung mga ginagawa mo, hindi sila, kasi nga kailangan mo i-please yung mga tao. So, hindi sila cohesive or hindi sila yung, alam mo yung may masusundan ka na, ganun siya. Parang halimbawa 'pag arrow 'yan dapat straight siya, pero yung sa'yo gano'n-gano'n, nag-zigzag na siya. There's a disassociation because you are living your false self. You're first and foremost, you are associated from your own true self. So, that is your false self. So, I hope you've learned something from this. I'm going to end with these 2 quotes that I believe are related to this. First is from Basil Pennington. He said, false self is an identity based on what you have, what you do, and what others think about you, because you want to comply, right? In stark contrast to this is the true self in Christ, which is who we are before God, and in God, Christ living in us. As Paul put it to the churches in Galatia. Ang ganda, di ba? Kasi kung ano talagang totoo, with all the mistakes and with all your shortcomings, you are still a child of God. So I love this one. Maybe you can take a picture of this and keep it. It's really good. Next is this one from Robert Firestone. He said, the purpose of the false self is to defend against pain, not deal with reality. That is why I have mentioned that if you really want to live your true self, if you really want to live your purpose, to find your purpose, you have to go through pain. Painful siya because dati, ganun ka mag-survive eh. Yung ego mo, hawak mo, ganun ka mag-survive. Yung title mo, kailangan gawagin kang doktor, engineer, alam mo yun. Pag hindi ka tinawag ng ganun, bakit hindi mo ka tinawag na doktor? Yung parang ganun. May mga ganung tao, di ba? Pero if you really look at them, hindi nila talaga ano yung sarili nila. Hindi nila alam. They have not really lived their true self because they believe na yung outside, alam mo yung mga title nila, yung mga outside thing, yun yung identity nila. But it's not. Your identity is in Christ. And you're a child of God. So, there. It's, you living your true self is dealing with reality, honesty. So ito yung integrity, na maging honest ka from the inside. So this is a work from the inside outward. Okay, so, and as again, I would always say, so these are the things that you can learn, you can actually read on Google, but you have to have a conversation with someone, with a person, so that your thoughts are being processed. Kasi may mga, may mga inputs, tanong, that you have to answer. So I would like you, and I urge you to connect with a life coach because you are important, you are a champion, you're a big hero. So yung mga tao na yung mga kasama ko nagpe-present dito sa Coaching Think Talk, it's every 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. every day. Those are life coaches as well. So you can connect with them. if you have resonated with any one of them, connect with them and have a conversation. And also, of course, I will be announcing later kung sino yung si Coach Rizal, 0917-586-1661. So you can experience what life coaching is. So yeah. Okay. So again, because of that, I want you to learn about your identity. Sino ka nga ba talaga at sinong hindi ikaw? I'm inviting you to this 6-week journey to finding who you are, what you want, and putting the puzzle pieces together. So, I have gone through this course. So, napagdaanan ko tong course na to, and I know the effect that I have really learned more about myself, my emotions, and the things that I'm doing. Like, sino nga ba talaga ako? Because if you don't know who you are, you will not have a footing. So kung saan-saan ka ulit madadala. Because in people say time management and all that. So yeah, we have this word about time management. We have focus. But ang daming distraction, hindi ako makafocus. The reason why you cannot focus is you are easily distracted is because you do not know what you are standing for. And in this journey, in this 6-week journey, you will be able to see that. You'll be able to see, ito pala ako. You'll be able to journey with me and with yourself to actually encounter yourself. Alam mo yung nag-meet naman kayo ng sarili mo. Hindi yung mamamatay ka tapos hindi mo man lang nakilala yung self mo. Kasi 'di ba pag may gusto tayong ibang tao, if we like for me, dati Westlife, ayan, alam ko yung color ng mata nila, alam ko na nakatira siya sa Sligo, Ireland, and all those. And ang favorite ko ngayon si Bill Gates. Alam ko yung mga projects na, yung mga ganon. And may mga quotes ako niya. We learn about other people but not ourselves. Because truly, you will be able to do something big to actually, if you want fast track your success, you have to know who you are. Kasi even if you started good, but pag naklembang ka along the way, then yun, mahirap paplakda ka because you don't know who you are. Kasi kung alam mo kung ano yung bakit ka nagkakaroon ng ganun ng negative emotions, bakit paano mo papataasin yung emotion mo, alam mo yung mga yon. And we're going to learn that in this 6-week journey. Kung alam mo yung mga yon, you will be able to survive. And of course, if you want, while you are going through your journey after this 6-week journey, then you can hire a coach. But start with this. Join me in this adventure. So ayan, sabi ko nga sa inyo, I'm a travel bug. I love to travel. So yung mga picture natin. So I'm inviting you to this 6-week journey to finding who you are, what you want, and putting the puzzle pieces together. The title of this workshop is An Adventure to Knowing Who You Are Through Self-Encounters. So yan, it's a coaching workshop by me, life coach Cherry Minas. And that is my number. And again, I'm inviting you to join my community, the Delta FX community. Okay, so we're almost at the end of our presentation here. So yan, so let's have a conversation. Message me, Cherry Minas, FB page, Life Coach Cherry. My number is 0949732558. So yeah, so that's the end of my presentation. And if you have been following me, if you have been following Life Coach Philippines and Coach A page, then you know that we are learning about mental models. So if you are not yet a smart holder of B Learning e-card and you are still missing all the perks that we enjoy, today is the best time to take action. Connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to join the B Learning Society, the tent maker of B Learning homes for mental fitness. Enjoy 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic and get full access to the Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A happening every third Saturday of each month. And one more perks that you will enjoy is a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. So last Saturday, September 18, was our multiplier skills mental models. So I hope you really see um, you read and you actually search what mental models are and how they are very really important to your success, to you as a person. And you can actually teach this to your kids and to the people around you. So yon, for more information and for the registration assistance, connect now with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661. So ano nga ba ang mental models? Mental model is an explanation of how something works, and it is a concept, framework, or worldview that you carry around in your mind to help you interrupt the world and understand the relationship between things. Mental models are deeply held beliefs about how the world works. And why is it that mental models are so important? Because by building up a base of the most valuable and universal mental models, you are building up your trunks of knowledge that you can use for the rest of your life. Mental models are a critical category of knowledge that gets more relevant over time and can be applied across a wide array of different domains. So register now with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661. And as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional life certified life coaches. So, here for individuals who are intend to embark in a journey of becoming a certified life coach, Master Coach A now offers co-actively co-create life coach certification program. This is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. It includes a 21-day web-based learning, 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. The program package also comes with many other bonuses. So connect now with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. So, October 2 is the start of the new class. So, if you want to inquire, you want to know more about being a life coach, then connect now with Coach Rizal. Again, this is for 2 p.m. and at 4 p.m. Do join us for another coaching conversation with Coach OM, Operations Manager of Decaf Coffee Republic, Coach Rizal, for coaching for purposeful living. Again, that is 4 p.m. Once again, this is Coach Cherry Minas from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Bye-bye.